first half. A lot of whistles. Not a good pass that time by the sophomore. One of his rare miscues here tonight. Shot goes up strong. Yes, gets the kind roll.
2 points for the Huskies.
Now, Brian, is that the first 2 points of the night for Matt Schock?
Well, I believe it is. Yep.
Matt averaging 9 points a game, just gets on the board. Barry, Johnny on the spot. Good things happen to those just standing around, and it did for Jeff Barry. Brooks beats everybody up court. He'll lay it up and in and out. What are we going to have here on the whistle? We're going to have
the right call, offensive goaltending. Ball was touched while it was still on the basket by Northern.
Goaltending call, no basket.
Port Huron High gets the ball.
Rogan from 10, too strong. Rebound, Ratchie puts it up. Ratchie wants it more. He got hammered, no call. Here comes Barton and Schock, 2-on-1. Can Schock finish this one? No.
Here we go, off to the races.
Fadeaway jumper going to be well short by Rogan. Thomas, high arcer, yes. Toby Thomas about hit the roof with that one, but
That's an
all net.
unbelievably tough shot. Fading away on the baseline, launched a rainbow. Great shot.
Malberg going to be short. Thomas on the rebound.
And Northern, every time down, has taken the first shot and rushed it. Just can't get into an offensive sync.
Oh, yes. I felt like I was an official there. They couldn't miss that one.
I think
as
after
Toby
Thomas hit that shot,
you call that
a little bit of a guard now.
You call that traveling, or was that hop, skip, or something? He kind of jumped
a little vacation there. Quite a bit of traveling. Let's see him get a good shot down here now. They've really rushed it, and they just need to take their time. They're in this ball game if they just take their time.
Malberg passes up the shot inside. He's fouled by Thomas. He'll shoot 2.
Got it inside that time. Use their size advantage. Get some free throws out of it. Northern can't afford to miss a lot of free throws either. When you're down by 10, you've got to get at least 1 out of every 2, and preferably more than that.
Well, I think if you're Northern, you got to play for single digits entering the 4th quarter. Let's see if you can make it up in the final 8. Again, in this rivalry, it's usually a game of spurts, so we'll just have to see if Port Huron High can maintain their discipline tonight, which has been very good for the most part, and their intensity, which has never been questioned. Schock went for the steal, didn't get it. Rogan, nice move, lays it up and in. Jeremy Rogan, that's a highlight film there.
Little speed dribble there, vintage Isaiah Thomas. Kind of dazzled the crowd on that side of the gym.
Maybe I can get a lesson after the game. Manuelo won't go, rebound Barry.
This kid's a treat to watch, this Barry. It's the first time I've seen him, and he does so many things well. He's going to be a heck of a player.
Shot won't go, Barton on the rebound. 2-on-2 with Rogan and Thomas back. Schock puts it up, can't finish that one either. Man, a little out of control, a little frustrated tonight. Oh, I don't know, that looked like all ball to me. Barton can't believe it.
That's one, I guarantee that the official, as soon as he blows his whistle, he says, oops. I mean, they'll admit they make a mistake after the game, and that looked like a great block. Those have a way of evening out, though, over the night. In fact, they may even it out real quick themselves here in a minute.
And Coach Ant wants a timeout. I think he wants to talk to that official if he can get his attention. And with 4:33 to go in the 3rd, Northern 36, the Big Reds 47. Well, our next telecast and final one of the season is next Tuesday, right back here at Port Huron High School, as the Big Reds play host to Sterling Heights Stevenson. Channel 6 will be there to broadcast the final game of the year, with the districts being played
First of all, those people with
the first week of March down at Chippewa Valley. And Brian, I guess since they're at Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Valley's there and Chippewa Valley's like 19-1 or 19-2, I think you got to say that Chippewa Valley's the heavy favorite going into the district on their home court.
Yeah, but we said that last year too, right? Like
Yes,
you
we
said
did.
earlier, it's that's why they call it March Madness. Last year was the ultimate example of that. A northern team nobody was really worried about pulls off the big upset, and either one of these teams we're watching tonight is capable on a given night. I mean, I've seen some strange things over the years in high school basketball in March, so you've got to come ready to play every night.
At the line now, Dan Wright shooting 2 shots.
Well, neither Brian or I had the 50-50 draw tonight, so we'll be back at work tomorrow as a good crowd, probably about $500 here tonight on the 50-50. Shot up and good by Wright. Wright playing with 3 fouls. He picked up the third with 3:30 to go in the half. Had to sit down the rest of the half. So let's see if that plays a major role here in the third and fourth quarters.
Northern needs a basket big time here. It's getting to that point where it's almost, on the verge of being out of hand.
Bad pass by the Huskies. Nice steal by Ratchie. And a travel call. I don't know if that's your makeup call or not, but that was by the same official.
Could be. Port Huron High just plays smart here the rest of the way. The game is theirs, no problem, but that's a big if.
Nice pass by West underneath the Barton. Easy basket for Sean.
Sean Barton with 2 points.
Sean's going to have to heat it up, I think, offensively here for Northern to cut this into single digits. They trail by 11. Rogan, well short. Ratchie, though, gets the rebound, dishes it back out to Rogan. Tries to bank it in, blocked before by Barton, out of bounds. Port Huron High, good hustle by Sean Barton.
Yeah, Rogan's a little frustrated. He's coming off a 16-point first half, and you can see the Big Reds getting him the ball, but so far he hasn't found that range in the second half.
Well, you can't force it either. He was open a lot, had a lot of steals. That one he tried to force. Again, Port Huron High plays with them themselves. Going to come away with a victory here tonight. Up by 11 with 3:30 to go in the third.
Going to take some time off the clock here, but there's no reason to get too fancy.
And he did get fancy. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Brooks. I thought they were going to call it on Wright.
The foul is Phil Brooks of the Huskies.
Wright needs to be careful, though. You just need to take care of the ball here. You don't need all the dancing around and putting on a show.
Oh, Jared Ratchie just passed it to nobody except Melberg, but Justin can't finish the basket. Big miss by Northern that time. 2-point shot put up, hurried by Wright, won't go, but Rogan on the rebound. Now, are we calling this the 4 corners or what?
Yeah, it's a version of it.
Barry off balance, but stolen away by the pesky Wright. And we're going to have a travel call on Damon Wright.
This is always a tough call because George Mosier's leaving himself open to second guessing. He's going away from what got PH the lead, being aggressive, going to the hoop. But at the same time, you get up by more than 10-11 and you want to take a little clock off. So if they execute it, it looks great. If they let Northern back in, a lot of people will second guess them.
Well, I agree. If this was the fourth quarter with 2:49 to go, I'd be all for it. But only the third quarter, I think you got to play your normal game. You've led the whole game.
I agree. I think you should keep attacking.
Port Huron High, I don't think knows how to play the shell game that well. They like to force it up. Barton, nice rebound by Sean. Sean Barton bringing him back. Cut it to 9.
See how PH attacks this time. It looks like they're going to stay in the spread game.
Hogan breaks it down, shot short. Kramer fights for the rebound with Brooks. Brooks saves it, but right into Wright's hands. Puts it up, won't go. Damon Wright shoots 2.
That's a little better. They went right at the hoop that time.
The foul was
Well, Kramer and Ratchie have been very active on the glass here in the third quarter. John Scott's going to come in for Ratchie.
Jared Ratchie.
I'm doing a little second guessing myself here.
Excuse me, 2 shots.
If I'm George Mosier, I put the ball in the hands of Barry. I know he's a youngster, but he just looks like he has a great feel for the game, and he hasn't touched the ball at all lately. And I think that's, you know, it's a little bit of a waste to have him out there.
Damon hits the first. He hits 2. Harris is going to come in for Barton.
Replacing Sean Barton.
No, it's not going to be Barton. It's going to be Brooks going to sit down.
Make check that. Replacing Phil Brooks.
Toby Thomas going to check in at the next whistle for Coach Mosier. Bad pass, still by Scott, puts it up and in.
John Scott with a steal and points.
Malberg, that was Malberg, a wide receiver, had to go over the back there, but the foul is going to be on Barry.
I just praised Barry. I'll have to criticize him a little bit there. He came close to picking up a technical, just kind of tossing the ball in the ref's direction, showing his disgust with the call. And just need to play a little smarter than that.
2 seconds in the second half.
As George Mosier's telling him right now.
Now in the lineup for the Big Reds.
He'll have a nice little talk with him next to him on the bench.
Weston give a go to Malberg. He should be fouled. He is by Scott.
John Scott committed that foul. That's his third, team third.
Manuel with the ball. He's been quiet here in the third quarter. Haven't called his number too much. As a nice little hook shot by Barton.
That was Sean Barton with the 2.
Now Barton's been getting open in this half, doing a nice job of finding the openings, getting the shot off in a hurry.
Well, he's the key for Northern. Northern comes back and wins this game. I think you're going to say that Sean Barton's player of the game, because I think he's the only one offensively that can do it for High. But nice offensive glass work by the Big Reds, lead to a basket by Rogan.
Again, a quick rebound, quick jumping. Size doesn't matter when you can get position and jump quick like that.
Rogan with 22 tonight. Manuel's got to take that shot. He does. Count it. Foul. Kramer. Manuel will step to the line. Now, I don't know why that play isn't the bread and butter. Both him and Barnes should be able. They have the size of the Big Red players. That should be 60% of their offense should be right there.
Now, part of it has been patience. They haven't been patient enough looking for that. And the other part is there have been times when the big men haven't fought for position, which you have to do. But you're right. That's got to be their strength if they're gonna beat anybody.
And you're right, Brian. If you're the center, if you're Manuel and you're Barton, you're going to be talking to those guards and saying, "Hey, I want that ball. Find me." Almost a near steal by Barton. Scott dishes out to Ratchie, he passes it up. D'Angelo Sanderson with the ball, just checked into the ball game.
Now this is smart at the end of the quarter to maybe work for a last shot.
Don't need to rush it, 30 seconds to go. No, you're right. If they hold on to it long enough, the worst they're going to do is come away with an 11-point lead going in the fourth. Maybe 14, maybe 13, depending on what kind of shot they take.
Oh, got away with a little mini walk there.
They break it down. Ratchie's going to put it up, in and out. Barton's got time, 6 seconds, wide open. Manuelo, go for the jam, yes. Manuelo just before the horn, and that's a little momentum shift there. But at the end of 3, Portland High still leads by 9, 55-46. Well, the unique thing here tonight, Brian, is at the end of each quarter so far, we've seen a buzzer beater at the end of each quarter.
That's right. This one could prove to be the biggest if Northern can get their act together. You know, not only a buzzer beater, but a slam. Get their fans into it a little bit. Hopefully carry over some momentum, but they've just got to play better basketball. That was nice, but they've got to do that kind of stuff on a consistent basis. They haven't done that. Port Huron High is playing very smart. You know, they're not attacking quite as much, but they are taking care of the ball better.
Well, I said earlier, Port Huron Northern needed to get it down into single digits going to the final 8. They've done that. They've cut it to 9. Now, the thing that I think is going to have to play here, how many times this year has Port Huron High been ahead, especially by 9, going into the final 8 minutes? I'm going to say once, maybe twice, maybe none. I don't know. It hasn't been many. And now they're going to have to keep their composure. They're used to battling back. They've got the lead. They got to see if they can gut it out here for the final 8.
Yeah, we've got to see if they've got the maturity. Like you said, they're just not used to having a lead like this. If they can show the maturity, take care of the ball, and get some good shots, they're still in real good shape.
Well, Port Huron High led by 8, 18-10 after 8 minutes. At the half, they were up by 10, 39-29. Now they're up by 9 with Malberg on a steal. Sanderson tries to cut him off, but this time Northern finishes the play and cuts the lead to 7.
I'll be real curious to see how long George Mosier leaves Barry out of the game. He's out of the game now, and PH is having a little trouble handling the ball.
Well, he's got Rogan, his leading scorer, on the bench also, trying to give him a little break.
They won't be there long if Northern gets another hoop pretty quick here.
Nice block by Barton underneath, fight for the rebound, out of bounds to the Big Reds. And you're right, Rogan gets about a 30-second break and checks back in. Rogan amongst the trees, blocked. Manuel turnaround jumper, yes. They got to go to that. They haven't gone to it except for the last couple minutes. And Manuel's got off the mark there with a quick 4 points.
This is a key point of the game right here, Randy. The next minute and a half, 2 minutes will determine who's going to win this game, in my feeling.
High's lead is dwindled to a precious 5. Rogan, shot won't go, rebound Harrison. Northern could cut it to a deuce if they can hit the tray here. Malberg penetrates, goes up strong, no whistle. Now there's a whistle. Out of bounds to the Big Reds. Malberg wanted the contact foul, didn't get it.
See if they try to get the ball in Rogan's hand. He's been hard for Northern to stop all night.
Rogan wants it, he goes up, could be a travel, but no, we're gonna have a foul. Well, you can see that Jeremy definitely wants the ball in his hands, and when he gets it, he's gonna shoot it.
I haven't seen PH play a lot this year, but the way Rogan's playing tonight reminds me of 2 years ago, or last year as a sophomore when he really broke in, and even a little bit as a freshman at the end of the year. He showed great potential. I know he's been up and down a little, but he's played very well tonight.
Well, you know, you almost wish you could merge these two teams together. I mean, Port Huron High has 3, 4, 5, 6 quick guards, basically. Even though some are playing forwards, they're all guards. And they have nobody really that tall other than Thomas. And Northern's got about 5 guys that are 6'5" or more.
It'd be a pretty good ball club.
Ball was submitted by Toby Thomas. The second.
George Mosier's got to feel great about his team. The only senior he's going to lose is Damon Wright. So, you know, with the emergence of some of these sophomores he's brought up the last few games, the improvement you expect from one year to the next, PH should really make a jump up next season.
And how about a jump up in the districts? I mean, I personally, after what I've seen here tonight, would not want to play Port Huron High in the first round because, again, they got nothing to lose. They know it. And their quickness, they're quicker than any team I've seen. Again, they just lack the height and a lack a little maturity at times, knowing what to do with the ball.
Yeah, they'll be a dangerous team next week.
We're going to have the 16th foul on Northern as Manuel picks it up.
That's the 16th foul and his third personal.
Fred's third. And if you've seen D'Angelo Sanderson shoot free throws before, you know he likes to shoot them from the side.
You know,
Not the way I would teach my little boy to shoot them, but it works for D'Angelo.
to each his own, but it's amazing. You know, you won't see one pro or college player shoot that way, but he thinks he has a better way, so more power to him.
And he hits them both, so can't argue with success. No style points in basketball. Manuel getting a little bit more aggressive. He's going to shoot two as he was hammered going up. And Fred, the last 5 minutes, has become very active, Fred Manuelo.
Now Northern is 13 of 27 from the line, so they've got to pick that up, obviously, if they're going to have a shot here in the last 5 minutes.
Five numbers are 8. The last numbers are 83788. Blue tickets.
We still haven't found the 50-50 winner here tonight.
You can pick up your 50-50 winnings at the concession stand.
But Brian, the look that you just had on your face, I take it wasn't you.
You wouldn't hear my voice anymore tonight if it was me. I'd be running down there to get that money.
Jeremy Rogan.
You could say that was big. They've only marked it as a two-pointer. Oh no, they've only given him 2 points on the.
Going to be a 10-second call. Let's say quickly get it over the line. Weston goes strong to the hoop. He's hammered by Rogan. Trevor's going to shoot two. Rogan's got to be careful there. I think he could have picked up a technical foul. The referee's talking to him.
Rogan, that was a 2 point, right?
Again, 5:15 to go, 60-52 our score, high with the 8-point lead.
Jeremy Rogan.
Rogan's second foul, so he's not in any danger.
Wesley, shooting 2 shots, no converts.
Trevor only a sophomore, so a lot of these kids are going to see each other for the next 2 years out on the court. Trevor 1 for 2, rebound Thomas. Quickly up court, nice dish pass to Rogan. Can't finish though.
That hurts there.
You don't see Jeremy miss too many of those, but that was a nice bounce pass. Manuel inside over Ratchie, yes.
Good Manuel.
And you know, I said Barton a little bit earlier was going to be the offensive player to bring him back, but it's been Fred Manuel here in the fourth.
See Barry getting ready to check in for the Big Reds.
The question you got to ask is a big three-pointer by Rogan.
Jeremy Rogan.
Why wasn't Manuel that more aggressive for the first 24 minutes?
Exactly. I mean, it's just common sense that with their size advantage, they should have been able to do that on a pretty consistent basis. And you're right, that's one of the big reasons they fell behind by so much. But it's not too late here if they can keep doing that.
I'll tell you, Jeremy Rogan's closing in on 30 points here tonight. Referee telling Sean Barton he can run the baseline if he wants. Takes advantage of it, gets it into Malberg. There we go, that's the way to break it. Get it to your big man, back to the guard. Big steal by Rogan. Weston back, goes up strong, count the basket. Foul on Weston. And Jeremy Rogan has taken over this ball game offensively for Port Huron High School. his fellow classmates up in the stands, just rooting him on. And I think that was a good call. Trevor got back, but Trevor didn't want to take the full brunt of that and was kind of falling back as he got hit.
Yeah, he
I think a good call.
He was still moving, and Rogan's just having a career night. He's got 28 points, couldn't make it 29 here, and he must have at least 5 or 6 steals.
Well, again, he's having the Barton night that Barton had against them a month ago. Manuel lays it up, can't finish. Big miss that time. And Port Huron High, coast to coast, can't go. Rebound Sanderson, blocked, or Damon Wright.
Remember that decision we talked about in the third quarter, whether for Port Huron High, whether to pull it out or keep attacking. Looks like George Mosier's decided to go back with what got him the lead. They've been attacking here in the fourth quarter, and their lead is back up to 11 points. So, like you said before, they're just not used to pulling it out, playing with a lead, and much more effective when they play aggressive.
Well, Northern had cut it to 5, but it's now an 11-point lead for the Big Reds with 4:02 to go in the ball game. Schock checks back in. Brooks checks back in for Coach Dan Hanton. Barton for 3, short. Rebound, Thomas.
He's got to have double-figure rebound.
Barry got caught up in the air. Nice steal by Brooks. 2-on-1, him and Schock. Barton the trailer. Lost the handle, Brooks, but he got it to go. I was going to say he did an Otis Thorpe there when Otis cost him the game for the Pistons on the jam there the other night, Brian. But somehow Brooks got the kiss of the glass and got it to fall.
PH needs to take a good shot here.
Well, I'll tell you, that was not a good shot, but they're all good when they go. And I'll tell you, Jeremy Rogan is on fire.
31 points for Rogan.
Foul, Barry. High over the limit, they'll shoot 1-and-1.
You just can't be reaching anymore when you got a lead like this. It's hard to criticize the guy for being aggressive, but he'll learn.
Under 3 minutes to go. I don't know if I'm Coach Hanton. I might want to call a timeout, set it up. See what their strategy since they're down by 11. But instead, Port Huron High will call the timeout. And Coach Mosier's going to say, guys, we're in unfamiliar territory, but this is ours. Bring it home.
They seem to be playing well. They seem to be playing pretty much within themselves. I don't see them folding here. It might get tighter, but Port Huron High looks like they know how to finish this game off.
We'd like to thank our camera people tonight, Michelle Fleming, Lou Gagnon, Andy Matthews, Macy McDonald, and Douglas R. Weaver. Our intern tonight is Tim Grabowski, and our directors, Ed Senek and Miss Shelley Guernsey. Thank you one and all. 2:56 to go in the ball game. 68-57, Port Huron High. Again, we'll be with you Tuesday night, same place, Port Huron High School, as the Big Reds play host to Sterling Heights Stevenson.
Integrity and respect are values important in our daily lives. On the playing field, they're translated into the word sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the most educational lessons and lifetime values taught by innocent.
Well, switching sports for a minute, Port Huron High coming off a very disappointing 7-5 hockey loss last night at McMorran Auditorium, where Port Huron Northern a little sluggish, but still came away with an easy 6-1 victory over Grosse Pointe University Liggett. And Northern, one of the top-ranked high school hockey teams, trying to make it next week down in Flint as they enter district action down there. And I'll tell you, Northern, with a couple of breaks, I think has got a good chance this year.
Yeah, Darryl McCarroll has a great program there, and I'd really like to see him make a run and go all the way one of these years. And this could be it, but there are some awful tough teams down suburban Detroit. But
Trenton is very tough.
They'll be competitive, that's for sure.
Marburg 1-2, rebound. Brooks stolen away. by the Big Reds. Bounce pass, tough to handle by D'Angelo Sanderson. Now there's a case with the lead. Northern is not your biggest opponent. The clock is your biggest opponent. Wright should have pulled that out. You want to cut some time off the clock.
Yeah, now inside of 3 minutes, definitely they want to take some time.
Barton baseline one-hander, in and out, rebound. Harrison stripped away, got to be off Thomas, yes.
Northern's had some balls really rim in and out in the last couple of minutes. Just looks like, you know, one of those nights. It's hard to catch up when they won't fall.
Brooks turnaround jumper well off the mark, but he's fouled by John Scott.
Number 32 for the Big Reds, John Scott picks up the ball. That's his fourth.
That's the other thing, Brian. You don't want to stop the clock if you're in high school.
At the line shooting 2 for
Like I said earlier, the only thing is that Northern has had trouble at the line. Let's see if they can make PH pay here. And plenty of opportunities from the foul line. They haven't taken advantage tonight.
Brooks, nice form, but well short. Short again. Rebound Harris is stripped away, no call. Rogan hammered from behind. And we got bodies all over the place.
Yeah, poor Rogan got hammered a couple times on that one. 2 points for a takedown there. You got.
That ball is called.
He's a tough kid though, and he's up and ready to shoot those free throws.
His third teammate.
I've got Northern right now 16 for 35 from the line, so you know they boost that up to even 60% and are right in this game.
Brett Manuel checks back in, replacing.
Boy, that's a stat that Coach Hand's not going to want to see. I didn't think it was that great a disparity, but boy, at any level, you got to shoot better than 50% from the line.
Yeah, they shoot 65 for the season. If they were anywhere close to that, they'd be right there within a couple points.
That could. That's the hidden story behind his ball game. Northern's ineffectiveness at the line. Manuelos, who had some work done by the trainer there, he's got a wrap on his left elbow. Check back in the game for the final 2:05. And we're going to have a foul on Rogan.
That foul is on number 20, Damon Wright. It's his fourth personal 10th team foul.
Well, Dame
It
did
just
a nice.
makes no sense to reach anymore. When you reach, it looks like a foul, whether it is or not. And you know, when you're up by 10 points, 2 minutes to go, it makes it just
Plus,
makes no sense.
look where he followed him. He followed him way out, almost to the half court. Brooks cuts it to 8 as he hits 2 there, 2 big ones. Rogan for 2, no reason to take that shot. Should have been a foul on Wright over the back, but why take that shot? Both Coach Moser and the assistant coach saying, why take that shot? Malberg wide open, but cannot finish. How many times have I said that tonight? A big miss coming with under 2 minutes to go.
He even got away with a little walk there.
Boy, that would have cut it to 6. Just could not get the layup to go. Now High's going to be patient and pull it out.
I don't know what they're waiting for. Northern's got a foul here.
Definitely. Got to go after anybody. And a foul on Brooks as he tried to step in. Well, that would have been interesting if Malberg could have made that basket with 6. Then maybe you don't really need to foul because it's only a 2-possession ball game. Now it's a 3-possession ball game.
It's kind of the story of the night, though. Every time they've been on the verge or had to do something to get in the game, they just fallen a little bit short.
Sanderson, big one-on-one, can't hit it. But Thomas wants it more. blocked out of his head. Big offensive rebound by the Big Reds. Can't have that if you're the Huskies. Foul Malberg.
Number 34, Justin.
Boy, big break there by High. They missed the free throw and grabbed the glass. I'll tell you, Northern, you got to want it.
This time with the double ball.
Sanderson gets another shot here. He's 60% from the line for this season, which isn't great, but for high school, it's not terrible either. Let's see what he does under pressure.
Well, D'Angelo just missed the last front of a 1-and-1. Misses that one, but it's going to be 2 because Northern in the double bonus with over 10 team fouls. Splits the pair. 9-point lead. Bad pass by Brooks. Scott back to right back to
Toby Thomas, 2 points.
X is too fast for me to keep up, but Toby Thomas finishes it off. And again, why foul, Brian? Why stop the clock at all? Coach Mosier's got his hands up. Don't touch him at all.
They're just so excited, I think. You know, they know they're going to win this game unless they totally blow it, and they can't slow down. It's all adrenaline now, and this is the kind of game, though, that Mosier will they'll make a quick study on the film and make sure they learn how to win. That's all it is. They haven't been in this position.
Well, that was a big basket by Toby Thomas, and with exactly 1 minute to go, 71-60, Port High with the 11-point lead. Well, Port High hasn't had much to cheer about all year. They've only won 1 ball game, and the home faithful here tonight, nobody's leaving on the Port High side because they feel victory is well within their grasp.
Yeah, they're going to savor this one, and they're going to hope they have 1 or 2 more before the season's over to savor. This is really something to build on for these young Big Reds, and their practices should be full of energy, and they've got everything to look forward to in the district tournament, regardless of who they draw.
You know, it's just too bad about the last 3-4 years in a row. The district tournament has been held right here at Port High School. This is the first year that I can remember in a long time that it's someplace else down in Chippewa Valley.
I can't imagine a game that could have disappointed Dan Hanton more than this one. Just not much he can point to as a positive out of tonight.
Shot cuts it to 8. If you're Northern, you're going to have to foul if you don't steal it quick. Got a foul on Malberg from behind.
The foul was committed by Justin Malberg. That's his score. Shooting 2 for the Big Reds now will be Damon Wright.
Game's turned into a free throw shooting contest now, which it shouldn't be both ways, but Port Huron High keeps fouling too, like you said.
And Northern really needs to put up some trays, and they're really not a 3-point shooting team like Port Huron High or got Chippewa Valley. They shoot about 30 of those a game.
No, it's awful tough for them to come back.
Coach Mosier's got his hands up.
See if Port Huron High can lay off the fouls this time down the court for Northern.
I'll tell you, Coach Mosier deserves this one. He's had a long freshman initiation year with the Big Reds, and this will all make it worthwhile as Brooks puts up a shot. Won't go, tipped up by Manuelo. 8 points, 40 seconds to go. Still got a chance if you're Northern, but you got to foul or come up with a steal. Foul on Manuelo.
Jeremy Rogan's a 65% free throw shooter. He'll go to the line, try to add to his game-high 31 points here.
Jeremy Rogan will be shooting 2.
Rogan having a career night here. Well, Barton had 32 a month ago. He topped him by 1 with 33. 3-pointer by Schock, air ball.
Jeremy Ross lineup for the Big Reds, replacing Jeremy Rogan.
Well, Coach Mosier's going to take our player of the game, number 12, Jeremy Rogan, to the sideline. He gets a well-deserved hand by the faithful on the bench and the crowd as Barton puts a shot in. 8-point lead, 20 seconds to go. Number 30 was Jeremy Rosenau, who checked in for Jeremy Rogan. We're just going to play out the string here in the last 15 seconds.
I think it's safe now for Port Huron High. They can finally relax a little bit, know that this one's in the bag, and a big night for the Big Red fans tonight.
Sheldon's going to check in for Barton, who just fouled out of the ball game. I did a good job containing Sean tonight.
Very good job.
Rosenau could get on the board here. Just checked in the game, goes to the line, misses the first. Jeremy gets 1 of 2. He'll be in the box score tomorrow on the Times Herald.
You betcha.
3-pointer by Melberg. A little bit too little, too late though. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. The crowd's cutting it down. 2, and we're going to hold it at that 2 as we've got a foul. Or pardon me, a turnover.
Leave the ball game on the floor. Good sports are good sports, both on the court and off.
2 seconds, 1 second. It'll count if it goes in and out. And Port Huron High gets their second victory of the season with a hard-fought 75-69 victory here tonight against their Crosstown rivals, the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Ryan, your final comments on tonight's ball game.
Very impressive by the Big Reds. Used their quickness to the utmost advantage. Big surprise was how they did on the board. Just totally out-rebounded Northern, totally outplayed them. Just a very impressive effort all around.
Well, again, our player of the game, Jeremy Rogan, unofficially 33 points for the Big Reds. Again, 75-69, the Big Reds with the victory. For Brian Marshall, this is Randy Fernandez. Have a pleasant good evening. Thanks a lot, Brian, for your help. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Back, guys.
The first airing of this.
I never know. Normally I think they show it on Wednesday, Tuesday. Now they might show this one for the next 2 weeks because it's high in Northern.
I'm anxious to see how much got wiped.